Jonathan from Elixir Therapy. We're going to look at how to hack your personalized spiritual state or experience. And we're starting with the techniques of Christianity as I am kind of filtering them. I am not an expert in the history and the different sects and lineages of Christianity. I'm going to present my own point of view and understanding of it in terms of using the teachings of Christianity, specifically Jesus, to help to possibly trigger a spiritual experience in you, in me, in human beings. Okay? What I fundamentally believe, and I'm sure there's lots of ways it can get backed up if we look at it academically, but I'm not going there. I'm talking about experientially that Christianity is a heart based spiritual path. And what I mean by heart, I'm referencing the emotions, the equalities that come with love and forgiveness. And that the entryway, the door into using Christianity, the practices of Christianity to trigger and spiritual experience in us is going to come from a commitment, a focus, and a practice of love and forgiveness, both for ourselves and other people. Now, why am I saying this? What jumps out to me is when Jesus is asked, like, how do we practice? What do we do? There's all these commandments and laws, and there's so many discussions about that in the Bible. And he says, really, there's only two commandments. Love God. So love starts with love, right? Love God with all your heart, mind, soul, body, love God with everything that you've got. And then second is love your neighbor as yourself. So both of them, the two things that if you just want to cut right to the chase of everything, it's the idea of cultivating love for God, the universe, whatever it is that you believe, right? This is where your belief is going to come in from before. And to love our neighbor as ourself. The fundamental practices that they're going to utilize are prayer, reading and meditating on scripture, and gathering in community. If those things sound like good to you, just naturally, you're kind of like, oh yeah, that does sound like what I kind of want to do, or what I already do, and it's working really well, or I want it to work even better. Those are going to be their fundamental practices for what you're going to do. Now, there is a mystical tradition within Christianity from the Gnostics or Meister Eckhart, etc., and they're going to focus a lot more on the meditation and contemplation of our connection, relationship to the Creator, to God. What are the fundamental techniques for Christianity? What are we going to do with the body, mind, emotions, and spirit? First, the idea of the body as an altar, or as the body as being one with God, that we are all one, and to treat the body as something really, really special and miraculous. What are we going to do with the mind? We're going to use the mind to think, contemplate, and meditate on the nature of the universe, on the nature of God, on the nature of love, on the nature of forgiveness. Same idea for the soul. That's going to help develop the soul connection, awareness of the soul and the soul connection to God as well. What are we going to do with the emotions? We are going to endeavor to forgive and love others as ourselves, as a child of God, to love the sinner and hate the sin. That's what we're going to do with the emotions.